It's starting to get cold, less sun, shorter days. I'm guessing you feel lonely or depressed, which is normal. But do you need to be with somebody, or do you need to go through with somebody? Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm just Linda. Today we are going to talk about seasonal depression, or really winter blues, because it's getting colder and you start getting depressed because you can't go outside. Split this video up into 3 parts. So, why do we feel like this? Evidence to back it up, and how to overcome it. Let's get started. So winter is just around the corner. It's December 21st, December 22nd, around that. And I'm recording this December 3rd, so pretty close. 2 more weeks? Well, it's gotten cold. The type of cold where you have to go outside and bring a jacket with you. And right now, looking outside, I think the weather is around like 40s and 50s, which is the type where you need to bring a hoodie or a jacket, which get people sad. Really sad. But this is one thing that can put us into seasonal blues. Also, you won't be able to see some of your family members. They can't come over for holidays. Let's keep going. So, seasonal depression, actual seasonal depression, is very serious. And I'll get into that a little bit later, but I get it. You can feel disconnected from yourself, and it's really bad, and you feel sadness, all that. You feel like you can't go out and do whatever you want, like summer, for example. But just because it's about to be winter and it's around fall, doesn't mean you have to be sad just because summer's not here anymore. But if your favorite holiday is winter, like me, then doing perfectly fine. But during this holiday season, or not holiday season, but during winter, you start to feel more lonely, and also known as cuffing season, which is you find someone to cuddle with, which you don't need a significant other to do that. You can just go with your friend and cuddle for a little while. Movie night, Netflix, chill, all that. But a lot of us do get into lower moods because of winter. We feel like we can't go outside, the days are shorter, there's less sunlight, which absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. A lot of people are in lower moods during winter, and they start to feel sluggish, more tired, all that. So if you're feeling tired, sad, lonely, and many other feelings, then you might be going through winter blues, which, too bad. But let's keep going and get into the evidence. Most scientists believe that winter blues, or the more serious older sister, older brother, whatever you want to say about it, seasonal depression is due to lack of sunlight, which checks out. Shorter days means shorter daylight, which means more night, which is... There's a theory that when light enters into your eyes, it causes hormone level changes, which can affect your mood, because hormones, yeah. So I think we all know this. Light stops our sleeping hormone, melatonin. Melatonin is the hormone we use. So like whenever you're feeling tired at night and all that, that's melatonin making you tired so that you go to sleep and shut down. Light wakes us up. So with less exposure to daylight, we get more melatonin, which causes, or it can lead to depression in some type of way, which is sad. And it doesn't do well with our internal body clock, which if you don't know what your internal body clock is, I can put up on the screen if I feel like it. But our internal body clock is our cycle of the day. So we go through a day, and then we go through the night. And it basically tells you what times you should be awake and what times you should be asleep. But our body clocks get disrupted with less sunlight because we're more likely to sleep. And sleeping too much can actually lead to depression. I don't know if you knew that, but oh well. That's why every single night you should get 7 to 8 hours of sleep, maybe even 9. Just don't overdo it. Let's talk about actual seasonal depression, or SAD. SAD stands for Seasonal Affective Disorder, which is more serious, and to brief you, it's basically like winter blues, but it lasts past winter. So it's basically just like seasonal depression, which is kind of rare. Well, everybody gets winter blues, but seasonal depression is a little bit more rarer. I don't think that's a word. So, we got some of the scientific ways on why we feel like this, why we feel depressed and all that. It's mainly due to lack of sunlight. So, how do we fix this? And I'll give you some motivational keys too. We all want to be rational, right? So the rational thing is to step outside your house and go outside and take a walk every single day. Get your exposure of sunlight, please. Even if it's cold, bring a puffer jacket and go on a walk. You'll feel so much better. And there's a case study, okay? I did my research a little bit. I can put it in the link, or I can just put it up here next to me. Basically, what I'm trying to say is get out of your house. Go hang out with your friends, or even go hang out by yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. Go to a cafe, romanticize the winter, look out the window, and see, is it snowing or not? Probably not over here. It doesn't snow over here. But that said, I'm not going to tell y'all where I live, but you can guess, it doesn't snow over here. And that makes me sad, because I would love to romanticize the winter days, going to a cafe, looking out the window. I love to romanticize that part of my life, going to a cafe, working on my laptop, getting a cup of coffee. I drink coffee, yes, it's very good. Or hot chocolate. What was I trying to visualize here? But going to a cafe, drinking hot cocoa or coffee, and looking out the window, saying it's snowing, and all that jazz. I would be so happy. I would have my little scarf and everything, but it doesn't snow over here. It rains, though. It rained, like, last week. Some bipolar ass weather over here. You can guess where I'm from. If you need, like, a cuddle buddy, just ask one of your friends to come over to your house and cuddle. And if you don't have any friends, get a stuffed animal. Honestly, that's the best advice I could give you about this. But I don't really know if I can relate, because I've never really experienced winter blues. Actually, I have. I'm lying. But my way of solving that is getting out of my bed and doing my daily routine just like I normally do. There's no reason for your routine to get stuck just because the seasons changed. Same thing you did in the summer, you can still do those things in the winter, but you have to change it around a little bit because it's a little bit colder outside. And plus, there's so much stuff you can do at night, like festivals. There's festivals and places you can go, which are amazing. Oh, side note, this is going to go a little off track. So if you just want to get into a relationship just because it's winter and it's getting cold and you need to bring someone back home for your parents, to meet your parents and all that, don't do that. Please don't do that, because that's not a good idea. But this goes back to feeling lonely. Do not get with someone just because you feel lonely. And I can make another video on this, but just because you feel lonely and you need someone to fill in that gap in your heart, maybe, don't have someone fill that gap in for you. You have to fill it in yourself. Because you can only be happy and fulfilled if you yourself are happy with yourself. Someone else will come and they will add on to your happiness. That doesn't mean you go looking everywhere, being like,
oh, when will I find the love of my life? Oh, when will I find my future boyfriend?
You're not going to find them. With that mindset, you're not going to find them. Let's get back on track. There's plenty of stuff you can do by yourself. You can cook, you can bake, you can literally binge watch a Netflix show, or you can binge a movie, you can go to the cinemas, you can go out shopping. Like, also, it's holiday season, so that means Christmas is coming up, and you know what's the best thing about Christmas is? Gifts. I love me gifts, and plus you can hang out with your friends if you have any and do Secret Santa. If you don't have friends, it's very easy to make some, especially during this season. So I'm just saying, oh yeah, and there's 2 other seasons. There's Hanukkah, and then the other one which I'm so sorry I don't remember it. All I know is Hanukkah and Christmas, so I'm sorry. And also, there's New Year's too. Did you forget that? You can get cozy, drink some hot chocolate, and watch and go on a movie marathon of Christmas movies and snuggle up in your blanket. That's what I do. That is really what I do. Even when it's summer, I do the same thing. But here are some other fixes. Go find a hobby. Go find a hobby. Find something to do. Like, you can draw, you can paint, you can learn a new instrument, you can learn a new language. So much you could do. So much you could do inside, in your own house. But you need to find a new hobby so you don't go scrolling through your phone, seeing people have so much fun during the winter, and you feel like you can't have any fun during the winter. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You don't need to go out consistently. And I just say you should probably go on a walk outside every single day. Even if it's like, doesn't even have to be that long. You can just like go outside, sit down, take a breath of fresh air, walk around a little bit, and then go back inside. It's really that simple. Make sure to take care of yourself properly. Make sure to have your morning routine and your night routine set down. Don't change it. Don't do anything. And I can talk about different habits you should have every single day. Which should. Let me cut that out. Should. Different habits that will help you become a better person. Yeah, I can make a video on that next week. But what I'm basically trying to say is don't feel so down just because it's getting cold outside and you feel like you don't have anybody to hang out with and get cozy with. You'll be fine. There's so much to be excited for. Holidays, New Year's. You can go on little adventures by yourself. You can go on little adventures with your friends or with your significant other. Just don't get a significant other just because you're lonely. Don't do that. Because I know some people that have gotten a boyfriend during the holiday season, then they immediately cut them off when it hits New Year's. Immediately cut them off. Which is not healthy and it's not good. And I don't know why you would do that, but it's okay. It's okay. But there's so much to do. So, do it. Gave you a couple examples too. But that is all. Thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe because this is going to be my first one. And yeah, that's all. Bye-bye.